Hello, I said art because it is time for the art. What up? You can see me awkwardly posting stream updates. What's going on, friendos? Ah, Riarkra's here. Ah, now what do? What? Friends, what's up? I just finished eating dinner because I didn't get home till like 6:30, and I ate dinner, and then I watched another episode of Iron Fist, and I hate myself. So, woo! Ready. What are we working on? I don't know what we're working on. We're working on this. We're doing this. Stop sign. I don't think you were the first here. I see Circling Nugget, and I see Riarkra, and I see Arenis, and I see Flugli. Do you have a short race to make out of your short joke comic? Into your short joke comic, rather? The opposite of make out of make into? To use for? Hey, Sully, what's going on? Oh, we have so many friends tonight. So I made this joke to Apple Gravy earlier, because we were talking about something, but I'll make the joke to you guys too, because I love all of you equally. But, so, it takes Iron Fist, Marvel's Iron Fist, approximately, an hour and a half to Iron Fist. Like, they don't even mention it until this, like, the middle of the second episode. It's like, oh, he has vague kung fu powers. Weird. I wonder how that happened. And then he's suddenly like, I am the immortal Iron Fist. Oh, alright then, sure. Alright, sir, you do you, I guess. It's just goofy. You are special. You're special because you're part of the Axie stack. See, when I read the reviews for Iron Fist, and I heard that Iron Fist was really bad, I was like, it can't be that bad. Like, they have to be just being idiots. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, they have to just be, it has to be a little bit harsh, because it can't be that bad. It's that bad. Trust me. It is 1000% that bad. The first episode is so slow, and it's just like, can we do, like, literally anything that's exciting? I don't care about this main character even a little bit. And coming off the high of a show like Luke Cage, I am just so disappointed. I mean, to be fair, the premise is kind of stupid, so... It's basically Green Arrow, except worse. What even is Iron Fist? That's a great question. Is everybody gonna art with me tonight? Oh, we should have an art party. I need a slightly bigger brush because I am just... Yeah. I was working on... So, I did that... I have a couple commissions still to do. Excuse me. I was doing that commission for... I did that little quick one for Apple. That's how we got talking about what we were doing today. And, I still have, obviously, Marineth to do. Riarkra, whatever. I like calling you Marineth because it's easier to say Marineth than Riarkra, because Riarkra doesn't roll off the tongue as well, and I know it's not supposed to, and that's why. It just, you know. And then, I took a commission, I don't even know if they're here today, but, somebody else who's on the Discord got a commission for me, and, I started working on it today, but then as I was saving it to my flash drive to bring it home, because I decided to use a flash drive instead of Dropbox, which takes 15 years to upload anything, for some reason it did not save the sketch layer, so I only have, like, half my work, and it just, I'm so mad about it. So, what I'm doing tomorrow. Cleaning up that. Cyborg assistant. Which one is Velrus? Oh hey, it's a mage. What's going on? Lots of friends tonight. Maybe lots of friends who are going to art with me? Yes, no, maybe so. Baby birds are hard to draw because they look exactly like the big birds. That's no good. That's no good. Oh, yeah, I actually never showed you what I did on your piece at work this week. Or maybe I did. I don't know. I finished coloring it, though. But I think I did that on stream. Maybe. Maybe I didn't? I don't remember now. Oh, I did the clothing at work. Hey! Eat an apple! Oh, yeah, what the hell are you doing, computer? I think my capture card crashed again. Hang on. There we go! Alright. Is that working now? Yeah, that's working now. I don't know. This capture card is a dick, I think. I don't know what's wrong with this capture card. Yeah, I didn't even notice. Okay, so what I was doing is I was doodling this baby bird, but I couldn't get him right, so, yes. Wait. What's that, Sully? Oh, I never actually got a chance to read that. Let me open the Discord and look at that real quick, because I'm very confused. Yeah, right? I'm real happy with it. That was so much text. I'm sorry, I'm like looking at it like, shoot. Did you hear about the snowstorm about to hit the East Coast this Saturday? I did not hear about that, but it sounds, that sounds terrifying. So, you know. It was, -1 when I went out to my car this morning, and that was exciting. But however, anything below, like, 10 degrees, it just all feels the same, so... A baby bird on my screen. I cannot draw faces the other direction. I don't know why. I have to draw them this way. I just can't. Sully, I'm very confused. I want to read this real quick, because... I'm gonna start popping this stuff into the Discord once I'm done with them. Sorry, I wanted to skim, Sully's thing real quick, because I said I would read it earlier, and then I keep not having time to do it, so... better not hit this Sunday because I'm flying out at 5 a.m. that day. That sounds like the worst. Yeah, Flugly and Stop Sign are gonna get smashed. Nugget, that sounds horrible. -2 is even worse. I don't know what the actual retail temperature is with my cat. Okay, fun fact. A box came in the mail today from my family of all the Christmas presents I got. And one of the things in the box of Christmas presents that I got was a cat toy that my mom got me to give to Shay. I have it out of the box, and she is currently playing with a tape measure. She could care less about the toy. She just wants to play with this tape measure. So, you know. Thanks. Thanks, Rhea. It's, been a work in progress. I don't know if I would ever offer something like this for a commission, though. It's been such a big project for me so far, and I'm still not totally done with it. I cannot get this beak right, and it's bugging the shit out of me. Okay, his cheek is, like, here. Right? Okay. If he's, like, poofy along here, it's because he's a baby. Which makes his cheek here. I'm gonna turn off this layer behind him. I really can't see what I'm doing. Yep. There we go. I think I'd much rather make, like, tutorials or whatever and have you guys make your own, because I don't know if this is something that's practical as a commission. Tape measures are pretty cool, I guess, yeah? Okay, and also, Sully, I'm not understanding. Where did you describe how the blood waste came into being? I'm very confused. You threw me off with that statement a little bit because it sounded like you were talking about something you made, but then you named something of mine, so I'm lost. Lots of half bodies and headshots. Yep. This guy a big head though. He's a baby. He looks pretty cute and small right now. I think he's alright. Babies usually have big foreheads, but I guess these guys really don't have foreheads, so it wouldn't make sense if he had a big forehead, because Jedoa don't really have foreheads. I guess they sort of do. Oh, okay. I think I maybe misunderstood that. I like the writing style of it. It looks cool. Like, I enjoyed reading it. I just didn't understand. I didn't see where blood waste came into it, but I liked the writing nonetheless. You guys are all very talented with writing. Writing is 100% not my strong suit. I like writing styles like that where it's meant to be written aloud. I think it flows nicely. We're a very supportive Axie deck. That is for sure. I wanted to work on some of the stuff at work today, but work was kind of wild, so, you know, I got lunch and then a little bit after lunch to work on this. Like, not this sheet specifically, but to work on, you know, not work things. Honest to God, this week's been really, like, just even before, like, last week when I only went in for a day, everything was so much in limbo as far as, like, excuse me, what our goals were for the end of the month. And so, actually, I'm gonna make this one female. I'm not gonna give her a tail. I think I have so many male characters, and it's not very often that you get to see the full bodies of some of them to see, like, no tail feathers. So I keep giving them tail feathers because then you can tell them apart, but they're fun to draw. I don't know, it's been weird the last couple days because we keep changing stuff last minute, and so I keep wasting a lot of work. And at this point, like, I'm in kind of that mood where I just don't want to do anything for work at all because I know it's going to change the next day, and I would much rather spend my time doing something I know isn't going to change, like a commission or, you know, my own stuff, and then wait until we settle on something. But that's not my call to make, so I try to just get, like, the bare minimum done and then spend the rest of my day, you know, doing something else. And I shouldn't be doing that, and I know I shouldn't be doing that, but it's so hard to want to care. You know that feeling? Like, I hope somebody knows that feeling and that I'm not just sounding like an asshole, because I just... ugh. This one is a kid. Except I drew his hands wrong, because I'm an idiot. Yeah, you got baboos, and toddlers, and kiddos, and adults, and old peoples. Hey, Crusher, what's going on? I used to be a proto-dress kid playing with it. Oh, that would be great. Once I develop my species more, and, like, you know, once everybody kind of has a place, because right now everything's in limbo, because I'm changing stuff and moving things around. Once my world starts to get a little more solidified, I want to start doing art of, like, my characters with your guys' characters. It's just the Jedoa are so much in limbo right now, and I don't really have any specific Jedoa characters. Like, I don't have any characters that are Jedoa, and they're all sort of part of the species at the moment. You know, if that makes sense. But once they start, I think the Jedoa look so much better now that they're short. The inbreeds were a giant migration that moved to the lizard country after the wolf country collapsed. Okay. Can you pick a spot maybe and lay down? Thanks. Inbreed gives me the thought that the race has very similar beings. Interesting. Sort of, but not really, I guess it seems like. Yeah, I'm curious as to why they're called inbreeds. I'm gonna give this one a hooked beak. I don't know why. I'm just kind of feeling it. This one feels like it should have a hooked beak. Maybe he can have little forward floof. Cheek first. Yeah, let's give him a little forward floof. His little feathers can go like this. His feathers kind of stick up funny. Actually, Rhea, we had a discussion about this the other day. It was actually Stop Sign's fault because I had never considered how like I had considered, of course, how they actually reproduce, but I had not considered how like different colors occur. And so what ended up happening was basically scroll down on this sheet at the bottom. There's colors that are dominant and recessive. So the primary color being any of these brown shades is very common. Having them be white, black, or gray is not as common, but does happen. And then these colors across the bottom are their the male coloration. So this guy is male because he's got the little orange on his cheeks and on his tail. But in thinking about that, I was thinking about Jedoa that are very colorful because Jedoa aren't very colorful. But then I thought it might be cool if there's like a really rare genetic anomaly that causes your male color, like your male gene, to be the dominant color. And so then like you would present as entirely, say, orange. And you would just be this bright orange, maybe like bright red. So like cardinal themed birds don't exist normally, but like every now and then there's like a really rare like genetic effect on a Jedoa that causes them to be bright red like a cardinal, if that makes sense. So actually on this sheet, it's gonna open real slow. Like on this sheet, so all these guys, so she is just all common colors. He's all common colors, but he has a recessive accent color. His male color is recessive because it's blue. He is all common colors. He's dominant male color and dominant base color. She is recessive colors because she's black and white. But this guy would be a good example of an anomaly because his blue color is dominant. I don't know how many of those I'm gonna have. I'm gonna probably consider it a very rare thing because I don't really want to have Peacock Jedoa, you know? Like, everybody has done parrot characters, you know? Like, parrot characters have been done. Nobody wants to do the boring, dull-colored ones because people don't think that's fun, but the fun thing for me about the Jedoa, even though they're dull, is that you can dress them up. You know, they wear lots of clothes to make themselves colorful. And that's kind of the fun part for me, is making them colorful. So I never really wanted them to be colorful, and that's why they're more like desert birds. They're all gray or all brown. No, I love the ideas. I love when you guys add your own ideas, and even like if you wanted to create, you know, a recessive color anomaly that's, you know, if any of you guys wanted to do art of a Peacock Jedoa, I would be okay with that. Like, I wouldn't be mad if you made me a peacock Jedoa. I would just consider him to be a rare genetic anomaly. That would not be a normal coloration for a Jedoa. That does not mean I would not enjoy that. I love the idea of having, like, a cyan bird with black accents and all that. I think that's cool. I like the thought of it. I never intended to do it. But thinking about colors, you know, Stop Sign brought up colors and dominant and recessive traits, and that made me think of, well, why couldn't there be an all-blue Jedoa? It would just be a really weird genetic anomaly that caused him to be that color. He doesn't have to be. I was thinking it could happen to females, too, actually, because female Jedoa carry the trait for the male coloration, so they just don't present it. It just doesn't show up on them. So maybe it could happen to females too, that on a female that has that genetic anomaly, which I haven't given a name to yet. Maybe I won't, but maybe even the females present all their colors if they have that anomaly. Kind of like albinism, but with color, like opposite of albino. You would have to convince me to do it. Although it probably wouldn't take that much convincing. You'd probably be like, hey, you want to draw me a peacock bird? And I'd be like, yes. Done. Consider it done. Yeah, I'm sure that would be an anomaly also, having the female colors show up or male colors showing up on a female. I think I mentioned that in the first sheet, actually, that sometimes happens. No, I didn't. I mentioned that Jedoa might color their feathers if they want to present as the opposite sex, but they don't. It's not as big a deal to the Jedoa because they don't really have defined gender roles. It's not like the females are always the ones that take care of the kids and the males are always the one that go to work. Like, they don't have gender roles like that, so I don't think the idea of, like, gender matters as much to them, but if, you know, one of them wants to be colorful, then they're okay with that, and if one of them wants to not be colorful, they're like, okay, cool, here's brown dye to put in your fur so that you can cover up your colors, kind of thing. I feel like for Jedoa, the idea of transgender is a little bit different to them. It's more like just what you want to look like and how you want to express yourself, and it's not much to do with a gender role issue. I use the same color scheme for the Drask, although it's a little more broad-scoped, no neons, but, like, pink on the female is working. Okay. I imagine it's probably more of, like, I wouldn't picture, like, hot pink on them, but more of, like a peach, almost like a salmon color probably is fitting, you know? That's sort of what I imagined when you mentioned that to me, that you wanted her to be pink. I never pictured anything too crazy. I might keep these, actually. Save myself a little time and not draw all the jewelry again, because actually, you would think drawing jewelry is really fun, but it's not. That's certainly not been the most fun part of this project. And merge this one. I think I'm just gonna pull these over. I don't think I'm gonna draw them again. I don't think I need to. So there's some things I want to draw again that would be really easy to just copy and paste over. Like, I wanted to redraw the fruit that are on... Which page did I put them on? Oh, this page, I think? Yeah, I put them on this page. I want to... Yeah, it's the one I have open. The one I have open. I wanted to redraw some of these because a couple of them I kind of awkwardly, like, photo-memoried Pokemon berries into this. Like, some of these look exactly like the berries from Pokemon, and I didn't mean for it to be that way. It's just I sometimes accidentally reference things without thinking about it. Because I'll, like, remember a particular piece of art and remember that I liked it, and then think about it, but then I kind of drop it and come back to it. It's hard to explain. I don't want to call it, like, photographic memory, because it's definitely not. I think I just accidentally copy things without meaning to. I'm always, that's why I'm always afraid of, like, I don't know, I'm always scared I'm gonna copy something by accident without meaning to. I'd like to have that back, please. Let's put you here. And we're gonna put the one underneath it. Maybe over here? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so that's... Could be those two. Okay. Oop. Hot pink would look ridiculous on them. For the female? Sort of. I was thinking that color, but maybe a little bit redder. Because you said pink. And so I pictured, like that sort of color. Like, I was thinking more pink. I don't know. I know peach isn't really a pink color, but I know it's more of an orange, but whenever I hear peach, I think pink because of Princess Peach, I think. So, I don't normally associate salmon with that. Because I'm an idiot, mostly. Layout folder, because it's obviously named layout. I'm giggling at myself because this bird turned out absolutely nothing like how he looks in the sketch at all. Not even a little bit. He doesn't even look remotely like he does in the sketch. I didn't even realize this song was here, to be honest. Peachy pink. Okay. Maybe do a Spanish orange as a recessive female color. Speaking of orange, how about eye color? Eye color... First of all, I don't have room on the sheet for eye color. Second of all... Oh, I know I did put eye color on here. Eye color's on here. I didn't do skin color. I didn't do beak and hand color. Eye colors, warm colors are dominant, cool colors are recessive. It doesn't mean you can't have cool colors, they're just not as common. That's it. That's eye colors. It was really quiet, I couldn't hear it. I just thought it was over. I can go back, probably. Yeah, I can go back. There you go. Now you can listen to it again in its full glory. All 3 minutes of it. Rip. See you later, stop sign. Have a good night. It's a little bit quieter than the other stuff, and so, like, it might all be the same for you guys, but I have my headset down a little bit lower so that I can hear myself talking, and so sometimes I can't hear the music, and so I thought it was over, and I thought the playlist got stuck or something, so I just hit next. Because I'm stupid, mostly. But there you go, now you can listen to it. I haven't gotten that far yet. The naming traditions on this sheet, it's real random. These files is not like the others. There's some names, if you want to pick one. Pretty much what I did was I looked up some names, and I threw them in the generator, and I picked out the ones that I liked, and put them on this list. You can pick a name from either list for either gender. There are, basically the way it works is that there are some names that are more popular for for certain sexes, but it's like, if you want to name your kid, you can do that. It's not like how humans have, like, Robert and, you know, Sally. It's like your kid and Aretti are interchangeable. I just picked a couple. So yeah, there you go. I think also what I do is I think a couple of these are my friends' names, and I think I threw some friends' names through the generator too. So you can't see me because I don't have a webcam, but I'm doing the thumbs up awkwardly because that's the kind of human being I am. So currently they don't have, like, a true naming tradition. I just took names and threw them into the generator because I'm an asshole. With some of the stuff on this sheet, I kind of hit a point where I was like, nobody's going to even know where that word came from, because 80% of the words I don't even know where they came from, so I'm just going to cheat and pick things. Name it Peep. You could certainly name it Peep. I actually sort of imagined that, like, if anybody adopts, like, a baby Jedoa, like, it's like, say, like, can you imagine, like, a human couple adopts a baby Jedoa that, like, is in an orphanage or whatever, and for some reason, and can you just imagine, like, they name it something stupid like Peep? I don't know, that idea always cracked me up. Like, because the creatures in Lorhandle can't interbreed, but it doesn't mean you couldn't adopt another species, you know? Like, just because you're a human, that doesn't mean you can't adopt a Jedoa. It's just you can't have a half-human, half-Jedoa. That would be freaky. I would not be okay with that. So they just can't... There's no interbreeding at all. There's no half Essenians, there's no half humans, there's no half Noldaru. There's just, you know, they are what they are. Actually, now that I've said that, what I really want is I want a Jedoa couple raising a Noldaru. That's what I want. And their son is just like 6,000 feet taller than them. But they love him anyway because he is a giant cat. Heapling. I'm pretty sure they call their babies fledglings and hatchlings. Pretty sure that's the terms I went with. Actually, yeah, that is a little bit like the Khajiit thing we talked about, isn't it? Mom, get off the couch. What are you doing? Mom, stop scratching the couch. Can you imagine a Jedoa saying that to their Noldaru son? Son, what if we told you about scratching on the couch? Sorry, Dad. Well, your pants are too big because I can't figure out how to draw bodies, apparently. How do bodies work? Nobody knows, not even me. No, Dad, you have to use the litter box. Yes. Yes. Oh god. It's so weird. Khajiit make no sense. Like, I think it'd be fun to design half creatures, but I don't think they would ever be canon, if that makes sense. You know, like I think it'd be fun to sit and draw a half human, half Jedoa, just for the hell of it, but I would never make them canon. For several reasons, but, you know, it would be too hard to explain. But purely for the character design factor, it would actually be, I think it would be kind of fun to design half creatures. I even thought that about, like games like Guild Wars that also don't have, like, canon mixed breeding. You know, I think it'd be cool to just show what a, you know, an Asura human looks like. I don't know how that would work. I don't even want to think about how that would work. I just think it would be fun to think about what a human with Asura traits would look like or something. Or vice versa. I don't want to think too much about, like, the, you know, the other part of that, but... Like, magic! Oh, look, a baby! Don't know where that came from. Be like in Pokemon. We found an egg and we don't know where it came from. Hey, Jace, what's going on? That would be really funny, actually. What is wrong with Skyrim? Elder Scrolls, please. Elder Scrolls, why do you do this? If it makes you guys feel any better, the fruit that this guy's holding is not ripped off of anything, and I definitely created this fruit. I don't know anything about it. I don't know what sort of a fruit it is. I don't know what it tastes like. I know zero about this plant, but at least I didn't rip it from Pokemon by accident. So, A+ to me, I think. I think that's how that works. If you don't cheat, you get an A+. Eggs appear in a puff of smoke. When the Jedoa sees smoke pouring out of a house, they know what was going on. Yes. Exactly. How funny would that be if that was like a canon thing in somebody's story? Where, like, you know, inbreeding can't happen because all the characters are, you know, all the species are different sizes, so obviously they can't breed. But, like, if you go to a witch, then everybody's born out of an egg. I'm not gonna do that for Lorhandle, because I don't want to do that, but, like, all half-breeds are born out of eggs. That just appear out of a poof of smoke. Your hand is too big. Not by much, just by a teeny smidge. Teeny smidge. There we go. Better. I'm surprised you're here on a Tuesday, by the way, Rhea. I'm not used to seeing you here on a Tuesday. I hope you're still going to be available on Thursday, because I gotta finish your shit. I'm trying to get there. One of these days I'll finish that. There we go. Oh, okay. So you won't be here next Thursday. Well, hopefully we can finish your commission next week and then you won't have to worry about it, but... Could put that guy's arm on the table, but I'm really sick of drawing people's hands on tables, so we're not gonna do that. So that's the plan. Just wait until I get this finished, and then we can move on to, like, a new sheet with new stuff. How great's that gonna be? Certainly be a lot less of me copying and pasting stuff and just redrawing things that already exist. You guys all have the same hairstyle? No, they don't. Okay. Got worried for a second. I knew what you meant, Dyer. Don't worry about it. No, I knew. I got what you were saying. I didn't take that as harsh at all. Does sound like it would be a mythical creature, though. A rare sighting. Me, actually working on something new. Craziness. I know. Sometimes it happens, though. You did a thing. I heard you do a thing. Did you create your own Jedoa? Just created a character. Done. Let's pull up L Discord. Take a look at what you wrote. Oh. I don't know what this is, but you should do it. Where did you post it? Oh, there it is. Stara Kinukine. Charcoal body color. Cyan accent. Cyan eye color. Tall, lean with a large plume of tail feathers tipped in bright cyan. Adolescent, friendly, casual, caring, supportive. General, good Jedoan. Occupation, warrior in training. Oh, actually, that... Your 202nd Jedoan Capital Guard Regiment reminds me I still need to figure out, military for these little squishes. Because you guys are 100% correct. They need a way to defend themselves, and I just didn't want to think about it, but I do really have to think about it. And then the more I thought about it, the more I thought about how funny it would be to draw Jedoa in, like, full battle armor. Like, they're so cute and friendly, and they wear, like, almost no clothes 80% of the time. And just how funny would it be, like, you know, you get to know the Jedoa, but then when the city's under attack, they, like, show up in, like, battle armor, and they're, like, ready to go. I'm gonna lose all those toes in a minute, but that's fine. I'll just draw them anyway. Oh no, Briar, what happened with your aquarium? Is everyone okay? Did everyone survive? That foot is fine, but I don't know what the hell I was doing with his knees, so give me un momento to fix. Alright, so this leg goes here. It's kind of interesting to me how my birds went from being like a sort of mysterious, you know, desert race to being like meme central. That's sort of where we're at. They're a little bit meme-ish now. Formatting king, military is important, like ultra aerobatic ultra aerobic battle armor, so bulletproof. Actually, that would be really funny if they wore like spandex into battle. I imagine that if they, you know, and this is me totally riffing off the top of my head with exactly zero research done into any of this, but I imagine that their armor would be very light. I imagine they would not be big into, like, serious battle armor. Like, I imagine they'd be more, and not saying that they would be ninjas, but I imagine they would be more ninja than knight, you know? Like, you know that whole, like, Who would win in a fight? A knight, a ninja, or a robot? You know, like, which one's better kind of thing. Like, I don't actually remember what the triangle now. There was a game with that in it, and it was based off of a stupid other pun joke thing. But point being, pirates versus robots, kind of. You know, I imagine they would be much more ninja than knight. Jack managed to wedge himself somewhere I didn't think he could wedge himself, and I thought he was hiding in the plants, but he was in fact stuck, so I had to move a whole bunch of stuff around, and hopefully we'll have no more problems. Keeping an eye on him, he was acting weirdly, and when I moved him to the smaller tank to take a look at him, but he's swimming fine now, so you put him back in. Oh, okay. Interesting. I had a little bit of trouble with my female clownfish, back before I moved, where, I had this... We're gonna have another Katie's gonna draw all over things, and it's not gonna make any sense. I had in my old tank, it was just like a regular ass tank. It wasn't like anything special, and there was like rocks here and shit. But I had just had a heater, you know, that was suction cupped to the back wall, and for some reason, my female clownfish liked to sit right in here, and she would just tuck herself in, like right between the two suction cups, and just. Bad face. You guys are very, very angry. Angry fish. She would just wedge herself in behind the heater and just float. And she would just sit. I mean, she would like totally hold still. And if you guys have ever seen a real clownfish, like not a Finding Nemo clownfish, but a real clownfish, they are in motion constantly. They are always doing this weird little like ribbon squiggle dance all the time. So to see her sitting perfectly still behind the heater was really scary to me because I didn't know if something was wrong with her. And she seemed fine. I like tried to rescue her one time and she had nothing to do with that and she bit me. And after that I just left her alone and she would sit behind the heater until I wanted to feed her, and then when it was time to feed her, she'd come out, she'd eat and go back behind her heater, and she was totally 100% okay, and she made it, and now she could care less about the heater. But it just was odd. So I totally get the panic behind your fish doing something weird, was the point of that story. Because fish are stupid, and they're great, but they're also stupid. I was panicking as I squinted through the plant, not able to see him at all, and then I looked down and he was flailing wildly as he tried to unstuck himself. Yeah, that sounds like he got himself stuck. Like, my clownfish was real calm when that happened to her, so I was not as concerned as maybe I would have normally been, because she didn't seem distressed by her predicament. She just, I don't know how she got there. But your fish seems to have gotten himself stuck, so I think that falls under the category of a little bit different. Just a kind of a similar thought, I guess I had. You know, it was like a similar deal. Not exactly the same, but... Drop a story. Do it. Do it, do it. Yes, Mage, go blow up the Discord again. Sully and Mage are very good at blowing up the Discord. Practically your job. I also just realized that the Jedoa is a girl. But I drew her with a very masculine torso, so I kind of didn't realize. Sometimes I draw the Jedoa with like really stereotypical male-female differences. Like, sometimes I draw their torsos a certain way, but for the most part it doesn't matter. You made it a text file because it's 3,500 words. Mage. Mage, you hurt me. In the best way. I'm so excited. I've never felt so simultaneously terrified and excited. Because, dear God, that's a lot of words, but also, I'm really excited to read it. that just a bit, I think. And then we can go like this. And table. Done. Nice tangent. Good job. A+. Dear everyone, don't make tangents. It triggers me. Sincerely me, who just did it to myself. Oh. Yeah, I actually feel the same way. It's very easy to lose things in this Discord. I don't know. I kind of feel like there's gotta be some better way to organize it. Like, my intuition tells me there's gotta be a better way to do this, but I don't know. Make several auxiliary channels for world building. World building channel number 1. World building channel number 2. Make a whole bunch of world building channels just specifically for that. Because we're bound to lose things. I also just realized that Jedoa is male. I forgot which ones I made. No. Yeah, just make an extra. I'll just make an extra tab just for when you guys want to throw up information into the Discord. Oh, here, let me close this. I will read that afterward, though. Good for discussion, but 5 minutes later, what you spoke will be lost unless you write it down somewhere. Yeah, it's very true. I wish it was better, because it's really convenient for all you guys to be in it, but I don't know of a better way to do it, and I'm not saying there's not a better way, I just don't know of the better way. Okay. So, that sheet is sketched out. I gotta figure out what to put at the bottom of this one. Somebody gave me a suggestion yesterday, I don't remember what it was, so I'm gonna have to go back and look at the stream again. How good we're doing. We have 1, 2, almost. We have 3 pages, almost totally done. Something's got to go in notable traditions. I don't know what's got to go down there, but something has to go down in that box. I have a shit ton of information to work with. It's just. Let's see. 6 I can do on my own time. You guys don't need to sit around and watch me do that. I was kind of thinking about grabbing something from science and technology and sticking it down there, but I don't know what would fit in notable traditions. I mean, something you wanted to get drawn by me? Because I can work with verbal description. I have worked with 0 images before. It's more difficult than if you have visual reference, but that doesn't mean I can't do it. Let's see, what do we got down here? The only thing from this section that maybe I could put at the bottom... So I'm trying to find information to fill in down here in the notable traditions section, even if I have to, like, split this box in half and add a different section. Because I could actually do that. I could scoot this image over. I could put the festivals and the holidays, like, all, like, under it, maybe? Like, I could fit them all in half the box and then move something else over, but I don't know what I would put over there. The only thing maybe would be gunpowder, this little blurb about gunpowder, just because that would be really... That's really the only thing I have that's related, but it's more related to technology. Are they smart enough to know how to get your attention, Briar? Like, I don't know anything about Goromis, but are they smart enough to know, like, to learn, like, Pavlov's dog kind of thing? Because my clownfish 100% understands the concept of Pavlov's... Is it Pavlov's dogs? Pavlov? I keep saying that word until I figure out if it's right. Yeah, Pavlov's dog. It's like, is that the right name? I feel like I'm mixing up two schools of thought here. Yeah, because she will 100% just make a scene in the tank and beat up the male for no reason, so I'll come over and feed her. Like, she 100% understands that that's a thing. She knows if she beats up the male, I'll come scoot her over. My cat knows it, too. Maybe he's just struggling because he wants your attention. I mean, he could genuinely be in danger, but maybe your fish just wants food. I don't know if this is all going to fit on one sheet. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I am going to save this sheet. And I'm going to not save that because I didn't work on it. We're going to close this. Actually, no, we're going to keep that open. I'm glad I didn't close it. So we're going to keep that open. I'm going to throw these into a document. I believe this is document number 7. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I want to see how much space this information takes up. I'm kind of thinking, because I wanted to do city and technology together and then put politics in a different box, but I think I actually might do these two together and do science and technology as its own thing. Shuffle that around a little bit, but I want to see how much space this takes up, because if this is going to take up a lot of space, then it's not worth it. But I need to find something to put in that other box, and I just really don't want to. Oh, you're huge. You're bigger than I thought you were going to be. What is this music? Hey, Mort, what's going on? Nothing much. Hey, I'm glad you came. I don't think have I seen you in this neck of the woods before? See you all the time at Volpine, but doing a little box organization because I hate myself probably. Okay, so I feel like that needs to be the top of the sheet. Oh, it's Cass's stream. That's right. I watch, like, several different streamers during lunch, so I forget who's from whose. I just remembered your name. I think that's what's important here, is that I remembered who you were. We are working on bird character sheets for the next 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna go pass out, because I didn't go to sleep on time yesterday, either. And that was a poor decision on my part. Worth it, but also a poor decision. Yeah, it's Binding of Isaac. It's just, which track is this? Atonement? Is this from... I don't know, like, I recognize the tune, but it sounds different. I don't know. That's awesome. You know, Cass's stream is great. If you guys ever need somebody to watch during the day, Cass is a ton of fun. She's a goofball, and she's the best. Turn that off. I'm not really sure how I want to handle this box. Like... me... This image was always meant to be sandwiched in between two lines, and so I don't know where to put it. I could... If I scoot this guy up here, put him on top. Then we put you down here. Smidgen smaller? I thought maybe I'd want to have it, like floating almost, but I kind of didn't like how it looked just being by itself at the top there, so... That doesn't work as well. Forget where Atonement plays. I think it's one of the new areas that reduced in Wrath of the Lamb. Is it in the second game? Because I've only played the first one. Andrew streamed 3 months ago when she was playing some weird petty arcade game. I kept coming back, so she decided to keep streaming. Oh, she's awesome. I don't know. What do you guys think? Kind of not feeling that. Should I just make those two lines of text the same box, maybe? Like... I don't know. And... pull this guy down a little bit, and then it's just at the top. I like that better, but... indecisive. That's right. I haven't played Binding of Isaac in a while. I really liked it when I was playing it, I just haven't played it. See you later, Briar. Enjoy your dinner. The plus side to making these pieces a little bit bigger is that house is not neat. You can see more of the house a little bit easier. Actually get the house. That would help. Finished? Negatory. Is house. Did you do another thing? I'll have to check it out. Merge visible. Copy. L paste. Definitely real Spanish. I know because I speak Spanish. Absolutely. L Spanish. Side note, I'm an idiot. That's the word of the day. I'm an idiot. Drop shadow. You need drop shadow. I think that's what you need. Bigger size. Higher distance. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and then we grab this information. $5, $120. You know what? We're gonna do the same thing here. We're just gonna merge everything together. Because why not? Do you like my Jedoa sleeping in a hammock? Probably gonna have to redraw him, but maybe not. Okay. New plan. Got a new plan now that I've done this. Alright. Still don't know how I feel about this top box. It feels a little too boxy. Which is a stupid thing to say, but it is. I think what I'm gonna do is I think in this space down here. Yeah. In this space down here that I'm going to draw in this awkward hand color, I think I'm gonna do the politics section. I think I'm gonna put this down here. And then science and technology can have its own sheet. Which is unfortunate, because that means I'm going to have 9 sheets. But rip me. Let me adjust this just so I don't forget what I was doing. Not the one. Do those. Actually, I don't know why I colored that, because that's a 5 now. 5. Nope. 5. There we go. And then you are now an 8. Oh. Yes, you are now this one. You're also a 7. Okay, that actually doesn't change the number of sheets at all. Okay, I just rearranged a little bit to make things make more sense. Yeah, so I'm gonna move the legal stuff into this document, I think. I still have to write all the information in about, before I do it. Let's reorganize before I get too far. What? X. Oh, no, that's fine. Put everything into a folder. Why do I care? Boop. There we go. So, how did you guys go about developing, like, military type stuff for your species? Because I'm not really sure where to start with that kind of thing. It's not really my strong point. I'm curious how you guys came up with your stuff. I would love some advice on that topic if you have it. Because I am certainly not good at that sort of thing. New guide. New guide. 66%. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to look like I know what I'm doing. Jace, you should totally do the thing. Absolutely do the thing. I did not see the Discord. Hang on. Let me... I usually keep it closed so that the alerts don't go off while I'm streaming, but I'll make an exception this time since you guys are making cool stuff and I gotta show off the cool stuff that my friends are making. And Mage, I'm absolutely gonna read that later. Zirco Calidri. Spanish orange fur. Are you fur? Oh, okay. Never mind. Different creature. He's a calyx. That's right. Okay. Charcoal pale pea green. Average size, height, incredibly long tail, tipped at the end. Adolescent, generous, smart, cunning, careful. Very cool. Made more friends. Yeah, dude, you should totally make a transburb. Read it before Riarco destroys it. That's like Ria's favorite pastime though. Destroying everything you love. Oh, hey, you know what I just realized? It's a good thing I'm going through and doing this because I renamed some stuff and I just realized the desert has the wrong name on the character sheet. So, very good. Five. So now it's the Dawnvale Desert. The only thing that's unfortunate here is there's not going to be very many pictures in this category, I don't think. Like, it doesn't seem like I am in the in the direction to be, You're just not going to paste that then? Okay. That's fine. That's fine. You do you, Photoshop. You do you. You've already killed some of my stuff today, so... Thought I could save a little time by pasting all the information into the same box, but no. Let's see. Let's grab... Yes, that one. Let's grab that one. The gods. Not the gods. I want you guys to take note of the very tiny space I have left myself to write in politics. I want you, or military, rather. I want you to see how much I don't know and how much I don't know if I care. That's how you spell here, by the way. You put a G in there. You basically filled up that map. We need more space. Oh, sorry. I missed some stuff. I was focused. Would you consider that section? I want to know more about what they do in that situation. How about the tail feathers? So, if you are a male Jedoa, see, that was my original idea, was that they don't have a military because they're so cute and nice that everybody loves them, but everybody said that that would never work. And so then I thought, well, maybe I should give them a military, even if it's like a really shitty military, that like they at least stand up for each other, but they have to have a military. Right? Or do they not have to have a military? Can I get away with not giving them a military? Because I don't think that I necessarily ever pictured the Jedoa having a military. But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't give them one if they needed it. You know? Like, if it doesn't make any sense for them to not have a military, then I'm gonna give them a military, but I can get away with not giving my birds guns. And or swords. I would be 100% okay with that. That's true. You did give them 102 capital regiments, so now it's canon. I can't get away from that now. Oh. My computer started freaking out because my cat's laying on the floor. I don't even know if you guys heard that, but my computer started making weird sounds. Thought process. What was I doing? Oh, I don't know what I was doing. No, what was I doing? I don't remember. I was gonna do something and I don't remember what it was. I think, actually, yeah, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna give them, like... I don't think I'm gonna give them, like, a structured military, as in they have, like, generals and soldiers and captains and colonels, and I don't think I'm gonna give them a big, huge, structured one. I think it's gonna be more of, like, a pack mentality kind of thing, where if you mess with one Jedoa, you are now messing with the entire race, and so everybody's just ready to defend themselves if necessary, kind of a thing, maybe, that, like, you know, they know how to fight, but it's not, like, a structured military so much. Does that make sense? Can that work? I don't know anything about the military or how military works. I have a very, 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 very vague understanding of that. So I'm not sure what's possible. I want this. Want this. That's my cat. My cat says hello with many question marks. Cat? Cat, can I have my keyboard back? You can't fall asleep on my keyboard, my dear. You're very cute, but you cannot fall asleep on my keyboard. She's very confused. Oh, my cat says hello again. Oh, she's speaking to you. She's found the letter I, and she has smooshed her face against it. Oh, the wonder lump. Look at her. I'm gonna take a picture of her and put her on the Discord for you, so you can see exactly what I'm working with here. This is what I deal with every time I stream. Literally. Every time I stream. Just... Yep. Because it's not fun to just exist. We have to lean all over Katie's things. I should probably cancel that text box before she explodes my computer. I have a picture of my idiot. She's now on the Discord for you all to see. Alright, I'm gonna need you to move because it's 10:09 and I want to finish. There you go. I just want to play. You're so cute. Good though. Oh, that's the wrong text box. Here's a list of other things that probably don't make any sense that I'm continuing to keep. Does their method of the justice system work? Because also that. There you go. My good and pure birds. Yeah, I'm still here. Not for long, though. I'm gonna stay. Welcome back, Briar. Welcome back to that. Yes, she's trying to help. She just wants to help me write. Okay. Oh no, what happened? Okay. Well, I think this is pretty good, I think. Nope, I need to change. I also just realized I spelled religion wrong. Sheet number 4, come here. Religion. Beautiful. Okay. Close. That. Close. It's gonna close after it's done. Okay. Do not save that, though. So a room. That can go away, too. I guess I could come up with some little graphics to go in here. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just a little something to fill up the box a little better. Probably gonna end up being another torso, to be honest. I'm probably just gonna put another head, like, right here. I was thinking if I put the legal issues down here, the military could have a box with a picture, but gotta fit. So maybe I'll just draw a, if I get a bird down here. Hold a knife. Be ready to fight. And then I could just, I don't know, kern and space that to make it fit. It doesn't solve that issue, but... Nope. That layer. I don't know. I'll figure that out another day. But hey, we're cruising through these. We're almost done. We got, let's see. We got 7. So, 1 is appearance. 2 is biology. 3 is natural behaviors and relations with other species. 4 is religion and customs. 5 is arts, entertainment, and fashion. 6 is going to be language. 7 is religion. And then 8 is going to be science and technology. So, knives, curved daggers, probably made of ivory. Maybe. I imagine they'd probably be, like, useful type tools. But anyways, oh, yeah, Evie, Jace, you asked me a question about Jedoa, and I started talking about it. And then I never came back to it. What was it that you asked me? Trying to find it, but it's really hard to scroll up in the chat. Oh, you wanted me to send that section. Okay, I found it. Yeah, I can send you that. Basically what it is Jedoa have a lot of dyes. They live near the ocean, because their city is, like, on an island. They're sort of an island. But they live near the ocean, and so they get lots of dyes and stuff from there, and they grow a lot of, you know, crops, so they have a lot of colorful dyes to use. So if you're a male Jedoa who wants to present as, or if you're a female Jedoa that wants to present as male, you would use those dyes in your feathers to add accent colors, so that and then you would wear, like, fake tail feathers if you wanted. Or if you are a male Jedoa who wants to present as female, you would use dark brown dyes, almost like cover-up, to, like, cover your brown. And I suppose that you could pluck the quill feathers. They would bleed like any other feather if they get broken, and they're treated like a semi-serious injury, but I imagine that they would probably, for those kind of situations, they probably have like a really specific way to remove the quill feathers so that you can just not have them. So, but yeah, I can send that section to you on Discord. I'm gonna upload all these to Discord when I'm done. I want to polish up all the pages first, and then I'm actually gonna post them on DeviantArt and on Tumblr and stuff, so they'll all be together for you guys to look at whenever you want. But I don't want to post them until I'm done, just in case I need to go back and edit a section for some reason, or if you guys, come up with a really cool idea that I want to use, I want to be able to go back and edit it without having to delete all the things off the Discord. So, and also we're going to lose everything on the Discord anyway, so this stuff will vanish into the ether 2 seconds after I post it. But, so that's how transburbs work in Jedoa land. It's more for cosmetic reasons for them because they don't have defined gender roles, so it's less of an identity thing and more of just, I want to look like that. But I suppose you could have a Jedoa that's, like, they suppose, like, it's like, oh, I can't believe you. Like, I know, like, you could definitely have any story for your transburb. They just don't have, like, gender roles, and I don't know how much that plays into trans stuff, because I'm not trans, so I don't know anything about the trans experience. I just wanted to give the option of alternate gender identities in my creatures, since not a lot of people do that. Or not a lot of mainstream things do that, I should say. A lot of people are starting to do that with their own personal creations, but not a lot of mainstream stuff has stuff like that, so I wanted to make sure to include it. Some of my species don't have any sexual dimorphism at all. Like, the Veos don't look different. There's no dimorphism at all on those guys, so it's pretty hard to tell a female from a male. Anyways, I think I rambled. And it's also 10:20. So I'm gonna go to bed. Put the pages in a new section when you're done. I hope that, would that not be, like, I don't know, is that, like, self-centered of me? Like, there's this Discord for you guys to, like, post world building stuff in, and then, like, there's just gonna be a whole section of, these things are my things. I don't know. I can certainly do that, though. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep. So, I will see you guys later on. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Wednesday. So, it's gonna be Wednesday. And actually, since I got you guys here, real quick, unless you've all left already because I told you I was leaving. Since you're all here for a moment, maybe I will catch some of you before you pop out. But I kind of was thinking, I haven't been very good about making those schedule documents and posting them. And part of it is because all I have to do is go in and change a date, and that's it. It's the same schedule every week, but some weeks I just don't feel like doing things. Do you guys like that I post what day of the week I'm going to do games or art or whatever, or do you just want to know what time I'm starting? Because I was kind of thinking about making a schedule that just says I start streaming at 8 o'clock on these days, and I start, or 8:30 on these days, and I stream until this time on these days. And having a schedule, but not saying what I'm doing that day necessarily. I don't know if you guys care about that. Apple seems to think it's nice to have, so maybe that's a reason to continue doing it. Oh, can you not full screen for a moment? See, I don't know how much I would really change. The thing is it's not like... It's not like I have a big variety of things that I do. I either draw or I play a game, and I don't know if I... Because, I mean, there's going to be some weeks where all I want to do is play video games. Like, all I'm going to do... There's going to be a week where all I want to do is play Ori and the Blind Forest, and I don't want to do art because I'm not in the mood to art. But this happened to be a week where all I wanted to do was draw. And so I kind of threw video games to the side in order to do that. Like, I would definitely stay with the same time schedule. It would still be, like, 8 or 8:30 until probably... I aim for 10, but I enjoy doing this, so sometimes I go a little over. So, I was curious about your opinions. Like, I was thinking about maybe just putting up a schedule that says this is the weekly schedule until further notice. You know, stream on Saturday through Friday, or Sunday through Friday is always 8 to 10. And then, but on Saturdays, it's 8 to 11, you know, and just have that, and not put what I'm doing that day necessarily. I'd have to redo the schedule panel, but that's not a big deal. Nice to have. Changing it a bunch. Not if you end up changing it a bunch, I think just stating the times would be fine. I don't think it's important. Depends on if you stay with the schedule. If you might change, it's not important, and it allows you to be flexible. Yeah, flexibility is good. Just what time you start would be good. You can feel differently sometimes if you don't like doing art one day. You shouldn't, because it would show in your work. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm one of those people that if I'm not in the mood to draw, you can absolutely tell I'm not in the mood to draw. Like, it absolutely comes through. I draw way better when I'm in a good mood. Okay. Thank you for your guys' input. I think I might do, like, a miniature version of the current schedule box, and then just... I think I might just use, like a miniature schedule for a couple of weeks that's just, like, Sunday, this time, you know, Monday, this time, Tuesday, you know, Sunday, or even Sunday through Friday is this time, and then Saturday is this time, and just leave that in the weekly update, weekly schedule tag for now, and then if I start getting back into more of a mixed stream schedule that's more games / art, then I will, then I'll start doing the big sheet again. It's not really a big deal either way. It's not like I was wasting a ton of time on the other schedule. I was mostly just switching out the date in the upper left corner. But this week was a little weird because I haven't ever been this inspired to draw before, so I just wanted to make sure I had your guys' opinion on it. All right, well, thank you for the feedback, you guys. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the help. So I'll come up with a plan for that. I just was curious. Anyways, I'm gonna go for real this time. I'm actually going to leave. So I will talk to you guys on the Discord in a little bit, and I will see you guys tomorrow for probably more art, because I'm almost done with this, and I want to be done with this. So, thanks for coming to hang out with me. I love you guys, and I will see you later on. Bye!